To me, video these days, like, I can only make 1, maybe 2 videos a day and have it be, like, kind of my peak, like, Ryan energy, the shit that I really like, and sorry about that, the energy I really like in my videos. Like, it takes me a lot of energy to show up and, like, really present my best, strategic mind on the content, and then also energy, right? Because people want the combination of education and entertainment. They're not going to sit around and watch a 10-minute content review videos from someone who's kind of boring them as they go through. So I'm very aware of what people tend to want in their content these days. And, you know, 10 years ago, blogs were the way to deliver a lot of this information. Now it's video. And I think, especially in a world where AI is getting better at the text based stuff, primarily AI video, it'll continue to improve. But I don't think the AI talking head that's spoofing a version of Ryan giving content advice is ever going to be as, good or as unique or as insightful as what I can do. So I'm leaning further into these things like that make me particularly good at what I'm doing.
How do you get into your energy? Because it is almost like an actor at this point. And this is a question that actors get asked all the time. What's your method? And now I'm like, every marketer has to be an actor. So what's your method? How do you get into your content production mode?
I've got macro stuff and then I've got micro stuff. So macro stuff would be something like making sure that every week I'm physically active. So I'm going to the gym, I'm lifting weights, like getting that feeling of like how good strength training feels. I like running and I'm out in Colorado right now where I'll do a lot of trail running and nature and stuff. So I kind of recharge my batteries by a lot of these like physical activity things. And then cold plunging is also in the mix. I really love that for how it makes me feel. Breath work I do weekly too. That's a good like just kind of mental reset, recharge for me. But on the daily side of things, the micro version, meditation every morning. I have to, even on the days when I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much on my calendar that I need to do. The temptation to pop the computer open, dive straight into work in the first half hour of the day. That's always gonna be there. And I think now with some more age, when I was 25, let's say, I would fall into that temptation a lot more easily of like, oh, let me just hop in and do this thing. But I know now at 36, I benefit so much more by doing the little things that help me present myself as best as possible. And so, daily meditation, getting out, feeling the sunshine on my skin. I'm fortunate to live in places where I get a lot of sunshine. And so, I make sure that I take a walk every day before I'm looking at screens. Some of these things, they sound so like small and insignificant, but they really do, at least for me, ladder up to like enabling me to show up the way I want when I do flip the camera on. Because I look at videos I record on days where, I wake up and the camera's on in the first hour of my day and I'm a little, a little more tired, a little lower energy. And I think that those videos don't really reflect the energy that I want to bring across. And, some other little thing that I like is somewhere in my mornings, I'm usually going out where I can be social with people, even if it's just kind of surface level interactions, a coffee shop or a restaurant or something, going for a walk with a friend, like walking down to the beach in LA, like having good, positive interactions with people where I like go out of my way to compliment someone or strike up a conversation and like, sounds cheesy, but like give some love, give some positive energy to other people. And that always makes me feel really good about myself, regardless of how someone else responds. And when I'm feeling good about myself, it turns out I make way better content too.